All right, thank you for staying tuned. Now, as advancement in artificial intelligence and automation continue to accelerate, businesses across every sector are witnessing a profound transformation in their operations. Integrating these technologies is not just about efficiency, it's about reshaping entire industries, creating new opportunities, and redefining the skills required in the workforce of tomorrow. Industries such as logistics and transportation are seeing significant shifts due to automation. Self-driving vehicles and automated supply chain management are making operations more streamlined and cost-effective. Even creative industries are evolving. All tools can now generate written content, design prototypes, and even compose music, pushing the boundaries of what machines can do. Let's talk to an AI and robotic systems analyst, Mr. Anthony Afuye-Cyrus. He joins me live from the United Kingdom. Thank you so much. It's good to have you on the program.
Oh, thank you for having me here, Tolu. We'll be discussing about the things that that has to do with business workflow and strategies while we implement AI and robotics automation processes.
Let's get very quickly into this conversation. What are some of the biggest hurdles businesses face when bringing AI and robotics into their workflows? And of course, how can they overcome them?
Looking at some of the big hurdles that are being faced by business owner, whatever the scale or the platform at which they are operating their businesses, especially when we come to Africa, we realize a lot of challenges are there that are mitigating. I mean, that are facing business growth and efficiency. Because why I have to say Africa is because the business are not operating on the same scale, and this is because of the problem which have to do with the geographical problem or the problem that are peculiar to all these continents. So when I want to address it, I probably need to maybe look at Africa in the context of what we are discussing. One, we discuss about the high cost of implementation, because AI and robotics automation are things that require great skills of implementation. We don't see those things as common in Africa because of so many challenges and problems. We've seen this happening in other continents where this is have been put in operation because of what they have, maybe in terms of maybe infrastructure, the monetary policy they have put in place, and some other economic stability that is helping them. But here in Africa, we realize those things are not there. Because now in Africa, we still talk about, epileptic power supply. Those are the things that are affecting, the implementation of high costs of AI and robotics, system. But then we can't just say, I want to discuss about the problem. I will also look at what could be the possible solution, that could help us to get out of this problem. So, like I've first and foremost talk about the high cost of implementation. I believe that that we can employ a method of start small. Start small in the sense that we create a kind of pilot project, to test the feasibility, of what we have. And when we are able to start small, with what we have, and we have tested the ground, and then we can scale up, and then put this system in place, because AI and robotics, emergency, are things that is going to, that's going to cause, that's going to help to redefine our industry, and it's going to give us, high return on our investments, boosting productivity, giving us much efficiency, in terms of production, and at the same time, reducing the costs of production, and also reducing human error, and at the same time giving us the best. Because when we have this in place, when we have this system in place, a lot of things, will be automated. A lot of things, will be seen, going well in our businesses, and that's why it is important at this time to look at, the solution to the first problem, which I said, the high cost of implementation. We also have what we call a cloud-based AI and robotics as a service, implementation. So what it means that we could, as for someone who have interest in AI and robotics, process automation, could engage this service. And this service means that you only pay what you are used. I mean, what you are being given on the platform that you subscribe to.
Now, allow me to interject you, because you've answered my question. I even move to my next question, which is about what we can do to save time, costs, and boost efficiency around that. But now, let me ask you that: how can companies use AI and robotics to create smarter and more adaptable workflows without losing the human touch?
Yeah, because they can. That is possible. In the sense that we can leverage on developing our skill, our workforce. Because when we have our staff trained, I mean the current staff, when they are trained, they will be able to undo the operation of this system, because all these things are not cast in stone. There are things that that are humanly possible, but because of disorientation, many people think, by the time we're hearing AI and robots, implementation or operation, that could create a kind of fear in them, and they were like, that could probably scare them, and not knowing that all they just need is just to be oriented. It just to be trained. It just to be exposed. It just to be enlightened. And there's nothing special. And that remind me the time in the past, when we were used to using this type of typewriter. That small local mundane typewriter. Then when people were hearing about computer, that there's introduction of computer, a lot of people were scared, and not knowing that there is nothing, they are not going to lose their job, but all they just need is just to do what I call a upskilling and a reskilling program. That is, you invent in training. I mean, you invent trainer, innovation. And then you train, staff or employee, on how to handle all those systems. And by the time they are trained, they are exposed to this same environment. They will be able to use what we have. They use the robots. Because robots is not going to operate itself. So it is need human operation. It needs human intervention.
Good.
For it to work.
Good.
So what we just need to educate people on this, yeah.
All right, I think you hit the nail. You hit the nail there. There must be that human face in all of this. But what role does data now play in supercharging AI and robotics, and how can businesses use it to stay ahead of the competition?
Because the data, play a larger capacity in terms of AI, because without data, AI robotics cannot work. Data to AI is just like when it's like the air we breathe in and out. So when someone doesn't have, we cannot breathe, or, in and out, such a person cannot live. So the same way, in the same way, AI, the convergence of AI and robotics, to perform especially repetitive tasks or mundane or any kinds of tasks. So if data is not present, there is no way such can come into play. So data play a significant high role, in the implementation or in the use or in the operation of AI and robotic system. Data is major, and that we can't do without data, because it's going to be, because that is what the techniques, the AI techniques, like machine learning techniques, like computer vision techniques, like natural language processing techniques, or other AI technology, are going to rely on, to learn the pattern at which the data operates, and from there, bring out a new data which the system will be able to use, to make prediction, to process and to automate whatever needs to be done. And coming out with something efficient, something productive, that will reduce human error, give us, a great, high return on our businesses.
I'm enjoying this conversation, really, I must say. And as an AI and robotics, or as AI and robotics reshape the workplace, how can leaders ensure that they foster collaboration between humans and machines rather than create a conflict? That is one. I also like you to, it's a two-in-one question, that what success stories highlights how companies are redefining their strategies with AIs and robotics, and what can we learn from their journeys?
Yeah, like I said, that part of the things, that have become very necessary, and important at this stage, is for employers, employer or government, as it be, to ensure that they collaborate in the sense that, partners, to engage in partnership, to get their staff trained, so that they will have that education. They can do that maybe with educational institution. They can, they can partner with institutions that that are into this invention, so that they can get trained and get them developed, so that they will be able to handle the system, the tools, that will help to make their business to be viable. So that's the question one. So I think the question two, please, please, just remind me this, because I didn't write this.
All right. I said, what success stories highlights how companies have redefined their strategies generally with AI and robotics, and what can we learn from their journeys?
Yeah, like I have a lot of companies or industry rather, that have engaged in the usage of AI, the combination, because AI is revolutionizing robotics field and is doing so many things, not just getting things done. We have in an healthcare sector, whereby, with the help of robots, surgeon, they are able to carry out operation, and it was done with precision, automating things, and, perfectly, that's, devoid of human error. So that's been, that's been a kind of resounding, victory or success so far recorded, as far as healthcare sector is concerned. And even in machine, in factories, where they need to assemble or reassemble, their products, there are tools, to put it in perspective. AI has combined, that's a human and robots, that's cobots, as help, significantly, in achieving this, effortlessly. And when we come to, to retailer, to industry, retailers, where buying and selling,
Yes.
is involved. We have robots that help to pick, the items needed, and then to assemble, and then, and ensure that things are automated, taking the inventory and then processing it, looking at all the logistics, and then, getting the products, to the customer who have made requests. So in, virtually all field of life, AI and robotics, are really making a great impact, huge impact, for simplicity, for efficiency, for greater. So it's something that we are to look forward, to have, especially in Africa, because I see the rate at which Africa has embraced AI. This system is not as the way, other continents that have invested so much, in this system, are doing. And so we must, so our company must, like I said, collaboration is very important, because, that no man is an island to itself. So we must ensure that we collaborate, we need to partner, probably seek, maybe with the government to get, a kind of, to give us, to get maybe something like grants, or, or leverage on, on taxes. I don't know, but that's depends on the government policy anyway. But I believe that is very, very. That's the things that we can that can help us, that can help in this, help us and to come out, better as
All
far
right.
as the system is
All
concerned.
right. In 1 minute, our time is spent. How can businesses future-proof their workflows with AI and robotics to thrive in a rapidly changing world? 1 minute.
All right. So to future-proof, one is to embrace it.
Okay.
And a business to embrace it, that's number one. The attitude towards it. They must have acceptance attitude, because hearing that name alone could create a kind of setback. So when the attitude is there that this is what is needed, to improve, to get their workflow, and then to get them to be to stay ahead of competitors, then I think that's the order number one. Is solved, and then we can move to the next stage of acquiring the system, and then from there, and then think of what we can do, probably to partner with professionals or those who are skilled in the field, so that we can get the system running.
I must thank you so much for your time, Mr. Anthony Afuye-Cyrus, there, AI and Robotic System Analyst, joined us live from the UK. Really appreciate your time on the program. Thank you so much. Hope to see you again soon.
Yeah, thank you so much, Tolu. Thank you
then.
for having me on.